Hey, Pillow Talkers.
Man,
It's
look,
Nikki.
we've been here a minute. A good minute.
Don't listen to him. He's stupid.
Mr. Johnson in the house.
We're here to do another video over
Trust.
Last video got messed up a little bit.
More than just the last. It was many of the last. But roll.
Whatever.
Roll.
So we're going to do another video over trust.
Mm-hmm.
You must have trust in a relationship for your relationship to survive.
Right.
I know that trust is very, very, very important. You have to have trust. You have to make sure that you trust your spouse to do what they're going to say, to do what they say they're going to do.
Right.
And you also have to trust in them, even if they don't say what they're going to do, that they're going to actually do that. I know that for Nathan, I know for a fact he's going to go to work. Somebody got sick last week. Wouldn't call in. I'm not going to say no names. Nathan. But I know that, and I trust in that he is going to go to work. Nathan always does what he says he is going to do. That's why I've been here for 23 glorious years. So that's why trust is very important. We've got a lot of inboxes, a lot of questions about marriage, and a lot of them have pertained to trust, mistrust. And even a couple of them have pertained to trust as far as before they even got engaged and gotten married. They felt a little leery about, trust issues. And so what Nathan and I say is, if you didn't trust them before you got married, then why would you get married?
Shouldn't have went to the next step.
They should have never gone to the next step. So trust is very important. What do you think, Mr. I'm here?
Trust is just not a word. It's a feeling, soulfully, mentally, and physically. But people just use that word, I trust, very loosely. If you don't feel it mentally, soulfully, together, you're lying. I just have to put it that way. You're lying.
Okay.
You're lying to yourself and you're lying to your relationship. And when you put in that L word, that lie word, ooh, no. You're going to have a lot of reoccurring problems, issues, debates, whatever.
Right. And like Nate said, when you have trust, it takes a little while to build up trust. But once you destroy that trust, it takes a lifetime to rebuild that trust. Right. Once you've hurt somebody or you've done something that you're not, supposed to do, it takes a lifetime to build that trust back up. As wives, we need to be able to entrust in our husbands that they are guiding us in the right way. Nathan and I always stand by the order of your house, how it's supposed to work, God, spouse, and the kids, and that the husband, is the head of the household. So as the head of household, I need to me as a wife, I need to have his back. So I have his back at all times. I'm just tell you right now, you don't say anything cross about my husband, and we won't have no problems. And that is what every wife is supposed to feel for their husband. I have Nathan's back. I want to make sure that Nathan is taken care of, because if he's not taken care of, then the rest of the house is not taken care of. I want to make sure that he feels, knows, and understands that I have his back, that he is guiding the family down the right direction, and he does not ever have to look over his shoulder to see if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So my end, as far as being a wife, is to protect his back and to have his back so he can guide the family, guide me, Jacob, Sydney, and don't forget our dog Magic, shout out to Magic, down the right path. Oh Lord, there's that whistle. So as a wife, that is my duty as far as trusting in, oh Lord.
She's right here.
There she is. Say hi, Bugs. Say hi. Yeah, she's rotten. Okay, so as a wife, I'm supposed to, it's my duty to have his back. It's my duty to trust in him that he is leading us down the right way. I need to make sure that there is nothing that Nathan. I'm sorry, the dog. He called the dog. She's so rotten. She won't like go anywhere. Like Magic Johnson. Go lay down, Magic Johnson. So, but that is the role of my duty as a wife, and I trust in.
And you see, even the dog has trust. Catch that.
Shout that. So that is the thing that Nathan and I definitely have, and we always tell our pillow talkers, you must have trust. Outside of communication, you must have trust, because if you don't have the trust, then why are you even here?
You don't have much. Much at all.
Yeah. So if you don't have much, then what happens?
Separation.
Division. And you never want to be a house divided unless somebody likes Duke and I like Kentucky. That's the only reason that you wouldn't want a house divided. Just saying. Anyway, so so you would never. And the Bears. Come on, who that? We are who that nation. Who that? Come on,
man, come on.
Hey, you started it.
You the one threw it out there.
Lies, but you didn't have to add on to it.
Man, you better go to the store with that. Come on.
So you must have trust in everything that you do. You must have trust in everything that you do.
Yes.
So as far as a husband, what is trust for you?
Trust for me personally is I know that I work long hours, long days, but I trust and I know that my home, when I come home, it's in order. Such as, I don't come home to a messy home. Dinner is made, kids are in order, bills are paid. There's an order in the house that I know of. I'm taking care of what I am on the outside. And I trust and I know that what's being taken care of in the inside is done. It's not a second guess to it. Not even a thought. It's just basically getting up and walking and breathing like you normally do. That's how our household runs. That's how it runs.
And we're not saying that every household has to run like that, but what we're saying is that you must have trust in your spouse.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, if you got stay-at-home dads will take care of the house, or if you got, whatever it is, the main basis is to have trust. Trust that you know what's going on here. Trust that I know that, I know I've seen a lot of things on Facebook where the wives, they'll get upset if someone or looks at their husband or says something to their husband and they just get upset. I don't get upset. A, because I trust him and I know what he is going to do. Right. B, me, I'm like, hey, I got something that somebody looking at and they trying to, you see what I'm saying, and to get with, but I know that it's mine. So it's a prideful thing for me, but I trust him. Now, with that being said, you don't ever want to have a jealous eye with trust. You don't ever want to have that. But in the same time, don't have a blind eye to where you're not seeing what is going. A whole lot of stuff could be happening over here on the right and you looking on the left. Right. So you want to make sure that you have that trust. And trust also goes along with if the spouses or the husband and wife trust each other, the kids will see that. Then the kids will understand and trust that mommy and daddy, they have each other's back. Daddy has the whole house's back. We trust in God for everything that we do. And so the kids trust us as parents, and if it's something that ever goes down, they can always call mommy and daddy. So we always, like, on the money, Nate, what's the money say? In God, Lord.
Oh,
as cheap as he is, he doesn't understand that.
In God we trust.
In God we trust. So we always, first person forever, always trust in God. But you always must have, outside of that, the next is your spouse. I could never, ever you should never want to be in a relationship to where you do not trust the other half. That's just like, who wants to walk around and be on eggshells and thinking, well, is he doing that or is he doing that? I'm not sure. Well, let me get in my car and go follow him. I'm not following nobody. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not following anybody. So you must have trust. And like Nate said, he goes to work, works long hours. He trusts that I'm going to do what I need to do at home. If some things pop off, all I got to do is pick up the phone and call him. and let him know what's going on, and then he'll direct me on to what to do with the house. And he's also entrusting in me. If he tells me to do something, that I am going to do that. I am going to do that. And it goes back to I always say that your name gets paid on Thursdays. It's just that I've just always paid the bills. It doesn't have to happen that way in your house. It doesn't have to happen that way. But he trusts that it's going to get taken care of. It's going to get taken care of. So, you just have to have trust. And trust is definitely outside of God communication. You have to have that trust, or it's not going to work at all. It's just not going to work. No. You have anything else to add, Mr. I'm here?
Trust is about sharing and communicating information to another person, your spouse, that can be harsh, bad, but you also trust that person will not destroy you for sharing that information. That's a big trust.
That is a huge trust.
All cards are on the table.
Oh, yes.
If you trust that person, everything is laid out. All trust.
Again, and like you said, that person is not going to harm you. Like we always say, if in a relationship, in sex, and that's something that we're definitely going to get to in a couple of weeks here, because we have something starting on we got something starting on April 10th. Remember that date, April 10th. But like in sex, if you are not getting what you want, or like you think that you want to do something else, or this, that, and the other, you need to be able to trust in yourself and trust in your spouse, that you can go to them and say, well, I like this. Well, do it this way. It's all about trust. And you also have to remember that, trust, people cannot destroy you unless you tell all of your business to other people.
Outsiders.
Exactly. Thank you. Outsiders. So I need to trust that I am telling him everything. I go to him first with everything, and that he is not going to destroy that trust, which clearly he hasn't in 23 years. Let's give it up for June 1st for the 20th anniversary. But so that is what you need to make sure that you have trust. Don't, if he's texting somebody or whatever, like, why would you want to look over his shoulder to see who he's texting? Or, phone rings, you on edge, peeking around the corner, trying to cut down the TV to listen to what they're saying. That is not trust. You must build up that trust. And if you can't trust God and you can't trust your spouse, then who can you trust? Yeah, who can you trust? So we just want to stop by and give a little video on trust. And I think
12 minutes.
Okay, I got 9 seconds to talk. Thank you, Pillow Talkers. We love you guys. We're almost at 1800. Jesus, we're going to get there. Speak it and it shall happen. We are almost at 800 followers. Please, please, please comment, share, and like. Please, if you have any questions or concerns, inbox us at all times. I usually answer them all as quick as possible. If there's something else that I need to do, I trust that I can tell my husband that. So we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much. And remember to keep that pillow talk coming. Bye.
Catch you on the other side.